Hey guys, it's Libby. I'm outside. We got about an hour before Readathon starts. I think this is the only time I'm going to be spending outside because it's kind of gray. We've been having kind of 2 weeks of too cold and then 2 weeks of too hot, and right now it's too cold. So this is going to be more of a shelter-in-place Readathon than a enjoy the great outdoors Readathon. I'm about to take a nap because I've started doing like 1 o'clock naps because up here in the northern climes there is not enough night and I'm quite sensitive to sunlight, so if it gets light outside at 4:30 I wake up at 4:30 and I can't go to bed at like 8. So I've just been sleep deprived. So I'm trying to sleep in the middle of the day, which should work out perfectly for the Readathon. I can sleep at 1 today and get an hour in before the Readathon starts, and then I can just hold off until 2 tomorrow after the Readathon is done and just sleep around the Readathon as opposed to during it. Okay, so I overslept a little bit and I may have missed the first 10 minutes of the Readathon. Whoops, somebody did not wake me up when I was supposed to get up, Nova. So I'm about to start Widowers' Houses. Interested to see if Shaw started out with all the brilliance that he ended up with, or if his first play was kind of and also this character, or this play, has a character that I believe is named Cocaine in it, so that should be fun. Spelled differently. Hey guys, so it's now about 4:30. We are 2.5 hours into the Readathon, and I'm done with my first play, Widowers' Houses. This was one of Shaw's more socially minded, social justice minded plays. It's basically about, you know, when you think about it, aren't we all slumlords? And of course, while we are discussing this, we have a young couple in a will they, won't they finally get married situation. I gave it 4 stars, and now I'm going to move on to The Philanderer, and I may have to move on to my third cup of tea. I feel like the second one, it just disappeared so quickly. 3 cups of tea is too much. This is from Act 1. No woman is the property of a man. A woman belongs to herself and to nobody else. Quite right. Ibsen forever. Libby needs to go lie down, guys. Shaw-Ibsen collab. Okay, so it's now about 8:30 hour, which hour? We're in hour 7, and I have just finished The Philanderer. It was really great. There was actually quite a lot about Ibsen in it. It wasn't just a throwaway reference. The premise is we have a philanderer, Charteris. He's our sort of main character, and he is delightfully frank. And he's in a bit of a love triangle. And most of the characters, Charteris, the 2 girls, one of the girls' sisters, and potentially both of the girls' fathers, are members of the Ibsen Club. And most clubs in Britain at this time were gender segregated, but the Ibsen Club is a not only like co-ed, but a sort of gender neutral club where to get in you have to have a man and a woman vouch for you, saying that you are not a womanly woman or not a manly man. And if you are found to behave in a manner too stereotypical of your gender, you are kicked out. It was also very funny in a sort of quippy one-liner sort of way. And Shaw is also incredibly ingenious with his plots. His stories don't have like a lot of plot. It's mainly just who's going to end up with who. But like, given that we sort of start off with kind of tropey setups, it's surprisingly difficult to figure out who's going to end up with who, and often who's going to be alone at the end of a play, because Shaw does not feel the need to match up all of his characters and have like 6 weddings at the end of each play. At the end of each play, unlike another certain playwright that I could name, whose works I have just read all of. So the next play chronologically is Mrs. Warren's Profession, but I've already read that one, so I'm going to move on to Candida. I have an audiobook for this, so I think what I'm going to do now is go make my chia pudding for tomorrow morning's breakfast and while I'm listening to Candida. Okay, so I just finished Act 1 of what the people in the audio performance are calling Candida rather than Candida. I think they're probably right. That sounds more British and less French. yeah, so I finished Act 1, and it is crazy good, you guys. If you like domestic drama, you need to read Shaw's Candida. It's about, what time is it? It's 10:20 now. Oh god, and my camera's light. When my camera, there we go, it's better. Okay, when my camera thinks it's too dark, it shines a blinding light in your eyes. So I think I'm going to go to bed now, because I think I'm too sleepy to continue to pay solid attention for another hour. And also, this means I can listen to the last 2 acts tomorrow morning to help me wake up, because I can listen to an audiobook before I can start reading. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow morning. So it's just gone 7, so we're an hour 18, I think. I am going to Starbucks so that I don't bother David, and also so I can get some caffeine into my system, because the cat threw up in the middle of the night and I had to go deal with that. So I started Act 2 of Candida. So I'm gonna listen to some more of that and then potentially start reading something on my phone in Starbucks. I think that there's a Napoleonic War reenactment going on in Dom Square. I mean, I guess maybe it has something to do with the fact that the Netherlands was governed by Napoleon's brother for a bit. I don't know, maybe it's the anniversary of that. He went native, by the way. We like him. Oh no, I remember now, they're filming. We got a notice about that. Okay, I've got my fuel chai tea latte, and I have about half an hour left on my audiobook, so let's say we explore the city a bit. The city is Amsterdam, for those of you who don't know where I live. Hey guys, so I've moved outside because I got back after walking around and I moved into my bed to do some more reading, and then I was like, this is comfy. Maybe I'll just close my eyes a little bit. And I was like, no, Libby, resist. You just come out into the brightness and the cold. Anyway, I finished Candida. I really liked it. Definitely gave it 5 stars. It's about a love triangle between these 2 married people. Sorry, Candida, that's how we're saying it. Candida and her husband James Morrill, Reverend James Morrill. And then a younger poet falls in love with Candida and thinks that her husband is making her live a boring quotidian life. But also there's socialism, and I think part of the reason I like Shaw so much is that I read a lot of other Victorian literature, and Shaw is very refreshing after you read a lot of other Victorian literature, because he was a socialist, he has much more modern views on gender and class that don't really go commented on in regular Victorian literature. So Candida was really great. I'm going to move on to You Never Can Tell, which I think is longer. I think it's going to be the longest of the ones that I've read. So that will probably be my last play, so I will have gotten through 4. Did I do 5? Yeah, this will be my 4th for the weekend. So see you when I'm done with that. Hey guys, it's now 2 o'clock. Readathon's over. Time to celebrate. With apple pear juice. I did not finish my last play, You Never Can Tell. It's a lot longer than the other ones, and at a certain point I knew I wasn't going to be able to finish it, and so I'm like, might as well listen to some My Brother and Me interspersed between the acts. So I got to Act 3. I might finish it later today or tomorrow. So I did 3.5 plays this readathon, which I'm pretty happy with. I'm tired now. I need to sleep. I'm gonna go do that and then edit this video, and if I'm very cool, this will be up on Sunday, but more likely it'll be up on Monday. And then I will see you guys next time in my April wrap-up. Till then.